Hi, so let's create a mobile app for our Joomla-based website using Joomla itself as a mobile development platform. So for that, we will be using this component called AppsConda. So I come to this website, appsconda.com, and I click on this download button, and then the component file downloads to my computer. And this is a demo website that I just created by installing a demo template. This is a template from Joomla. So now that I have downloaded the AppsConda component, let's install that. So as usual, we go to System, Install Extension, select the installation file, which is this one, and the component has been installed and it's called AppsConda. So I should be able to find that under components called AppsConda. So we have all these several options. So what I would do to start is I would compile the app, because then once I have compiled the app, then I could install that on my device so that I could view that. And after that, if I make any other changes, then I could preview that real time on my own device. So I think the best way to start this process is to first compile the app, install it on the device, and then configure all these things and see it on the device. So let's compile the app. So here I would give the name of my app. I'll just call it Folium. And the package for the app needs to be a reverse domain, as they say. So it should be, so let's say your website is appsconda.com, for example. Then, and the best practice in this case is com.appsconda dot and something unique identifier. So to put simply, I would call it Folium. And then when the app first loads, which page do I want to show? And these are the pages that supported. I want to show the stop page. And then let's choose an app icon. So here I would go to image and let's upload one app icon that I created, and it's this one. So this would be my app icon. And I also need a splash image. The splash image is the image that appears for a second, I think for 1 or 2 seconds, until your app completely loads. So it's kind of loading image. And I would use, for simplicity, I would use that same icon. And here, this is the background color that shows behind this splash image. Because this has this white background, to make it look better, I would select white background like this. And then let's save this. So I have saved it. And now let's send it for compilation. Okay, the app has been sent to the compilation engine. So everything's good. Now, if the compilation is successful, then I am supposed to get a URL or a download URL, and that will be the download URL for my APK file that I could simply download it and install it on my device. So that's how simple it is. Now the compilation itself can take from from 2 minutes to even 10 minutes, I think. And that depends on how busy the compilation server is. But right now, I think the load is pretty low. So I think we should be able to get the download file within 2 or 3 minutes, I think. Now, while we wait for this, uh, for this, the download URL to be active here, let's explore some of the things here. And then after maybe 1 or 2 minutes, we'll come back here and we'll check it. So when we have downloaded and installed this on our device, the next thing would be to enable the menus. So here, if we come to drawer menu, these are all the menus that we can have on the app. So this one is the type of menu, and this is the actual menu. So just like, when in Joomla, when you create a menu, you choose a type, right? Like a single article or category of articles, something like that. It is the similar structure here. So this is the custom page type of menu. You can have two menus of custom page type. You can have two menus for articles category type, one here and one here. You can have one menu for article categories that will list the categories. You can have another for contacts, and it will list all the contacts from a category. You can have one menu for the event booking component, another menu to show all the selected custom pages. And when I say custom page like this one and this one, we have a section here, custom pages, where we could create pages, and that's what it is. We can have one menu for the sub component. We can have another menu for forum and a YouTube channel to display all the videos. SP image gallery, all the image galleries will be shown there. And the support component powered by Help Desk Pro component. And this will be the image that appears above the menu. So we can enable this like this, and each type of menu will have a few parameters here that we can add. So under custom pages, just like you create an article, you can create custom pages, and then you can select the name of the page, and you can have images, title, content, image, title, content. You can have as many as 10 of these, and this will be shown when you select here. So let's say you create a custom page here. For example, let's call it welcome. And we can create an image, place an image here, and let's say welcome to our app. And this the content can go here, and it can have lots of content here. So something like this, and then you can just have as many as images and titles and content. So let's just to review, I'll just put like two of these, and this could be, let's say, title 2 goes here, and I will just use this. And that is how you can create pages. And then here you can say, okay, you want to show the menu, and we'll call it welcome. And we do not require login. This is public. And I want to show this custom page that we just now created. And I would save this. So that means we have enabled one menu to show on the app. Let's see if the app has been compiled or not here. Okay, so as you can see, it just took maybe less than 2 minutes, I think. So if you go to this URL, you will actually come to this Dropbox URL, and you can download your APK file. As you can see here, you can just download it, and install it on your Android device. So that's how simple it is. Now, I cannot present my phone on this video, so I have installed a simulator device so that I could preview it here. So let's open this simulator. So this is what your app will look like. And you click on this, and this will be the app. And here goes your soft page, because we had selected the soft page to open when the app first launched. So this is the app page, the first page of the shop. Now let's play with some configuration here. Now in the drawer menu, which is this one here, when we click on this, I want to show above the menu, I want to show my own image. And for that, I would upload this and something like this one. So I select this and save this. So now let me close this app, because I just now made a change, and I would open it now. So here, when I go to this menu, as you can see, this um, this image shows up above this menu, and that's what we selected here. And we also enable this first menu called welcome, which is this one, and we selected this welcome page. So when I go to this menu, it will open that custom page that we created. So as you remember, when we created this custom page called welcome, we selected one image, title, content, and another image, title, content, and so on. Now, remember, this could be a very powerful feature here. So if you have a very good looking design in mind, and you could just create that design in some Photoshop application, and if you just, let's say you have a very good looking design, and you could just export those small images into, let's say you have 5 of those images. Your first image could be here, your second image could be here. And if you could design that very properly in Photoshop, this is going to look very, very beautiful. So this is a very useful feature here. Now let's enable a few other menus here. So we have enabled this. Let's also enable the categories, and we'll call it blog, for example. And we can enter the categories that this menu will be using. So let's see if we have any categories here. I installed this demo website. So we have one called blog, and its ID is 8. So here I would enter 8. And it does not require login, and it's enabled. Now, as you see, you can also change the color of its menu here. So let me show you how that would look. So I'll just change to any random color, and I would save this. And now if I just reload the app, that menu will show here. So now I go here, and as you can see, that menu shows here. Now I could have changed even this arrow here as well. If I place that icon, which is this one, if I select any other icon here, that's what will be used here in this place. So now if I go to blog, it will show me all the articles from that category. You see how beautiful it looks? And this is just being pulled through the API from your Joomla website. And all these elements are native elements of the mobile app. So it's not any web view. All of these, what you see here, is native element, which means the performance of your app will be as good as it possibly can be. And it's very responsive, as you can see here. And you can just, you could even pull to refresh if the user just pulls, and if you made any changes to your Joomla article, that will instantly be shown here. Now I click on this and it will show me the detailed article, the date, the title, all this content, along with this detailed image as well. I can go back, I can go to other article, and this is how that would work. So that is how we could enable each of these. So let's enable some interesting ones. So article categories. This could be useful for news related application. So it is already enabled. I would call it, let's say, news. And here we can enter categories. So here I would just enter, let's say, these ones. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now if I save this, now let's reload the app. And then that menu will call news, and that will show all these categories, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are the categories. And when I click each of these categories, it will show all the articles inside each category in this format. So as you can see, if you are building a news related website or application, this can be very, very useful. Let's see what else can we see here. I do not have any contact yet created, so I would not use that, but I have some events. So let's enable this, and I would call it, let's say, upcoming events. And I can enter categories. I think it could be category 1, I guess. So let's save that. And now let's reload the app. And I think we should see that menu. So here it is, upcoming events. When I click on that, as you can see, we see all the events from event booking component. And each event will have its own details, the image, the title, the date, the price, and the content. And you can even register for that. You click on this, it opens up the registration form, and you can simply make the payment and register and all those things. And it works very, very beautifully. So we enable events. Let's see, shop. So let's also enable shop and see how it looks like. And we'll call it online store. And let's save this. I could have selected categories. Maybe it will show me all the categories if I do not select it. I do not know. So let's test that. So let's see. I close this. I open the app. And let's open the menu. We go to online store. And here are all the categories. So these are all the categories from the eShop component of Joomla. And as you can see, each category, it also shows the number of products here. So if I go to this one, which has 4 products, so let's click on that, and we see these are the products. And if I click on this, it will show the details, and where I could also make some order by making online payment and such. So that's about eShop. And we also have forum. So let's also enable this forum. And I would also enable YouTube channel, I guess. Yeah, I need to create YouTube API key, which I do not have yet. Hold on, let me see if I can quickly So I just imported this one, and let's see if I can get a YouTube channel ID. And to get a YouTube channel ID, we can use this website, and we need to get a YouTube channel ID. So let's quickly get a YouTube channel ID. Let's say ABC News Australia. And it's this one. So I would copy the link. I would put that link, let's say here. And let's get the channel ID. So this is the channel ID. So here I would use the channel ID, and let's see. So we need to enable this, and we can call videos in the menu. I do not have SP image gallery installed yet, so I would exclude that. But I have Help Desk Pro. So let's also enable this at the same time. We'll call it support. Okay, so let's save this. And let me close this so that it won't eat up the memory of my computer. And let's exit this and open this again. And now we should see all those new menu that we enabled. And remember, this simulator can be very, very slow. And that does not mean the app itself is slow. So let's say, so we enabled forum. So if I go to forum, I can see these are the categories. I only have one category, and inside each category, I will have this topics. These are the topics from Kunena forum. And under each topic, I will see all the conversations. Now, I just now created this topic, so there's no thread, but if there are replies and multiple threads, each of those will be appearing here in a beautifully presented way. So that's the forum. And videos, we enabled YouTube channel, and as you can see, it pulls all the videos from that ABC News Australia from that YouTube channel. And I can even go to each of these, and I can play the video right here. And again, these are all the native components being used. It's not a website wrapped inside the app. These all are native components and provides the best experience you could possibly have. Same goes for support. But before going to support, let's try to log in. We can also log in here, and this uses the Joomla's default login. So let me pause the screen share so that I could enter a username and password. So I entered username and password. Let me resume my screen share. And now I can log in here. And as you see, I could log in. So login works all good. And now I can go to my account and see some things. But let's go to support. And this is using Help Desk Pro component of Joomla. And I can create a support ticket, and I could also view all the tickets, and everything's work absolutely fine. So this is a very quick demo or introduction of how you could install the component, compile the app, and install that on your device, and just configure everything right here. And as you can see, we only toss this menu part, but there are other configurations as well. So for the background color, for the page title, you can change the title right here. And this means this color here. So when you change it here, it will be instantly applied to your app. And this is the title that shows first when you launch the app, and the color for that page title text itself. So as you can see, you have lots of options. And the way this has been designed is whatever you see on your app, you could change or customize everything: text, color, menu, the icon for the menu, the color for the menu, everything. You can customize everything of your app from within your Joomla backend. So that's how powerful it is. And it also supports push notifications and a lot of other options. And I think to make this video not so long, I would be covering each other topics in separate videos. But as you can see, it's very, very easy going forward to create a dedicated mobile app for your Joomla-based website. It is so powerful that I think going forward, this Joomla platform will be used by lots of app developers to create the apps. Just think about it. You know, when you create a powerful, a feature-rich app, it's going to be very, very expensive and difficult when you do this in the traditional way. But in Joomla, as you see, it has been so easy now because you just spend like, let's say $30 and buy each subcomponent from Joom donation, for example. And each subcomponent provides you very, very feature-rich online store, you know. So that way, you just spend $30, purchase that each subcomponent, install on your Joomla website, and on the website, you have fully functional online store, and you have also that same, all those features in a native mobile app. And this is supported on both Android and iOS. So if you had to get this app built in the custom traditional way, the same feature would cost you tens of thousands of dollars, and additional hassles of managing it and maintaining it, the ongoing cost and all those nonsense. But if you build the same app now using your Joomla website, it's not going to cost you anything. You don't need to pay any ongoing subscription because AppsConda is free. You don't need to pay any additional for app server because it's just pulling all the data from your own Joomla website. And it does not have any load on your Joomla website at all, because when you operate an app, it actually uses less bandwidth than if the same person would be visiting your website. So how that's the magic, you know, because the app only pulls the JSON data through the API. So the app does not care about a lot of CSS and HTML elements, all those things, and hence the app uses less bandwidth compared to if that same user would be used when he's using the website itself. So this is just a miracle. This is a magic. This has been designed and developed so beautifully that it is going to be very, very useful to the entire Joomla community. So that's all for now, and I'll be covering each of these features in the next subsequent videos. Thank you.